What has surprised you the most in the course of coaching businesses? It's been years you have been helping businesses scale up, grow, and systemize their processes, increase their profits. What has surprised you most in the process?
Very, very good question. Because in fact, that is something I always think deeply, because my own effectiveness is entirely linked to that. Because one thing about coaching business is we succeed only when our client succeeds. Okay, we can't win ourselves. Our client has to win big time for us to be successful, right? So what I have observed is it is always the personality of the entrepreneur. Okay, it is not that there is lack of information. Okay, it is the way human beings process information. Just if you look at even our vision. Okay, when we are looking at something, we see so many things at the same time, but our eyes are generally focused on certain things that we are looking for, and that is what we will see. And it is quite possible that you may miss out big things, okay, as you are so focused on something, right? So if you're working on something with a lot of focus, someone else might have come into your room and taken something from your table, and you would not even noticed it. Yeah, even though they were in your vision, they were in your visual area, right? I'm sure you would have had these kind of experiences, right? So this is exactly what happens in business too. Okay, because the entrepreneur has a very strong understanding and deep understanding of what they do and what they have been doing forever, right? They start looking for certain specific things. So as a result, they miss a lot of other things. So most of the decisions in small and medium enterprises, particularly, are taken by intuition. Okay, but intuition is also data driven. It is the intuition of that is the data coming from experience. Intuition is driven by a lot of life's experience distilled in, and therefore your decision making is very fast. So an entrepreneur or a leader can look at a situation and say, this is what needs to be done, right? But using data-driven approach has been always suggested as a good way to augment your intuition. It will never replace your intuition, but it will augment your intuition. That's number one. And second thing is, great successes happen when people think contra. That is, if you are thinking like everybody else, you are likely to get results like everybody else. So you have to think differently, yeah, to be able to create a dramatically different result. Yeah. Now, when you are thinking dramatically different, you are likely to be wrong most of the time. Okay, that is why most of the startup initiatives don't succeed. Most of the time, these transformation initiatives don't succeed, and so on, right? So, if you summarize this situation around, you can see the role an individual's thinking plays in their success, especially how they handle their success. We always say you have to meet your failures as a point of learning, right, and learn from your mistakes. Yeah, that's a good way to feel good and make progress. But if you really look at highly successful people, they have been successful in handling their success, okay, in a very effective way and growing from there. That is where I find most of the people that I interact with are stuck. And even though you tell about this and they will all relate to it, they will understand it, but changing themselves has been quite challenging. Okay. And this is always surprising and intriguing for me to understand more and more about it and help people how to overcome that.
That's a great answer. And thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you.